Yo, welcome to the 51st edition of the Transparency Podcast.
51st. You really be locked in.
Locked in? Area 51?
So we ended it off at the 50th?
The 50th. Episode? And it took a year to get back, man.
1 whole year.
Yeah, and some change.
That's wild to think about.
Yeah.
So congratulations, first of all, to hitting 50 episodes, and now we at the 51. So clap it up for that.
Yeah, we gotta clap it
up. Clap it up, man. We back.
We back, man. So how you been, bro?
Man, I'm cool, man. I'm thankful, grateful. Things are going great. As you can see, we in a dope studio here, JS Media Studio.
Yep.
I'm continue doing my podcast production, still doing videography, still learning more and more about the business. You know what I mean? Still doing what I do. On top of that, of course, doing I9 Sports Youth Sports Program.
Yeah, that's fire.
Site manager, helping out the kids, getting the kids, doing their thing over at East Baltimore County. Shout out to my man Devin Johnson, as y'all know. He's that guy,
Money
man.
Bills,
Shout out to Money Bills.
Money Bills.
You got to shout out to Money Bills, man. That's my guy, man. He's doing my thing. But yeah, just evolving, man. Married, got a son on the way.
I love it, man.
You know what I mean? Me and my wife is just, enjoying ourselves, living life. And, I got my oldest back there helping us out with the, with the camera work. So, I mean, I'm thankful, man. Life is good, man.
Life is
shout out to Kamal, man. You already know, man.
Kamal.
You doing this thing. We outside.
Outside doing something. Yeah, I love it, man. I love it.
What's up with you, though, man? I mean, what's happening?
Man, it's been a lot, man. It's been a whirlwind, man. It's been a like a seesaw of a year, man. Like highs and lows, man. You just gotta take it for what it is. I was matter of fact, the last episode we recorded, man. I'm just like I was at an ultimate high. I was like kind of like at a point in my life where I'm like, yeah, I'm finally good. Started smelling myself, and then in my career, I asked, you gotta be careful what you ask God for, right?
That's a fact. Because
you have to be careful.
Will show up.
Because it will happen, right?
Don't be surprised when it show up.
So I was asking God, like, while I was working at, I was just like, man, it was a lot of work. It was tough. It was a little overwhelming, but I kept going. I kept showing up.
So when you say you had to, when you asked him for what you have, can you break that down a little bit? Because you're kind of like skipping. You're not really.
I'm gonna break it down.
You can't be just saying these things and not giving us.
So I'm gonna give you the whole insight.
Okay.
So like I was running a project, doing HVAC, and it was I was a little in over my head a little bit because it sounded good when I came to the job, but I didn't know all the ins and outs. Like I knew the ins and outs, but I didn't know about the help that I was getting.
Okay.
Meaning that I didn't know when I was going to run a job, I knew I was going to be measuring up all the fitness. I knew I was going to be manning the guys and doing all the stuff, right?
You can chew. You had a little bit more
But then you go into all the meetings, and then you gotta it's just it was a whole lot. And I asked God, I said, God, it's too much for me to bear. Like, So
you just said just like that. You told him man, it's a lot, but
it's a lot.
He was handling it, but that was a conscious choice that you thought of. Said, man, this is a little bit much. And I kind of want to make a change.
I want to make a change.
You wanted a change.
This is because I'm up here and I'm doing it, but it's just like I don't know how long I can hold it, like hold down the fort, doing it this way because. Then I had family issues, well documented. Me and my son, mom was like. We was going through a breakup. Then I found out my son had autism. So you're dealing with all that at the same time. And then I'm dealing with family problems. My daughters are like, they're growing up. They're being young women, but they are like being a little defined a little bit. And
growing up.
So it's growing up. So it was a rocky road. So it wasn't just work. It was just everything. Like I was getting punched in the face by everything, and it got to the point I had to cover up, man.
Wow.
I had to cover up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? God, help me.
And
I need you to release me from something.
And to bring the people back, thank you again, everybody that's very, just should I say, fans or just supporters of the Transparency Podcast. As you can see, O has been going through some life things.
Yeah, life.
You know what I mean? That's why we had to, pause it for a second. Yeah. But look at you now. You came out stronger, bigger, and better. So what is it? I mean, where you at now with it, though?
So the thing that happened was I asked God to remove this from me. I need something, and we looked at all the dynamics. I guess I said, well, you can't get rid of your kids.
Oh,
Can't get rid of this. So
nah,
guess what?
You can't get rid of them.
Guess what? You're out of this job. And I couldn't
Mm.
understand. They came to me. They couldn't even.
So how did it work? Yeah, go ahead.
They came to me and basically said, we gotta let you go. And I'm like, what? Let me go? Like
Unexpected.
unexpected.
Like you didn't expect
I
it,
didn't
but you knew
expect it.
God was already. You already knew that a change was needed,
I knew that a change was
but
needed.
God actually brought
like,
that
God did
change
it
to
like-
you before
like-
that you thought it was coming.
I was like, what are you doing?
like
God,
you,
like,
like
wait
I
a
asked
minute.
for it, but I didn't know you were gonna do it
Yeah,
this fast.
no,
Like
not this fast. We
whoa.
talking about we need to change.
Slow up, but hey, like you said, he shows up every time.
But the great thing is, so I had the credentials, and I went to another company, but this was like a ticky tack company. Like they was like wasn't paying on time
Mhm.
and stuff like that, going through that bull crap.
Mm-hmm.
And then it got to a point where, I didn't work there anymore. So the crazy thing is, you try to go back to being comfortable, because it's like your comfortability, what you're comfortable at, what you're doing, even though you ask God to say, hey, can you help me? He
Right.
helped me, but now it's just, it's for my own good. So when I found out, I was like, man, I'm trying to get a job. So I had all the credentials. I couldn't get hired by anyone, right?
He shut the doors.
You shut the door, right?
That's what happens.
So I was sitting down and I said, man, I love driving over the road. I just love driving over the road. That's just what I love to do.
Right.
So then, I just called Allstate, the trucking school,
Oh,
or whatever,
okay.
right? Called them.
I'm about to say you called Allstate insurance company. Had to call Allstate. No, I'm about to say, you called the insurance company real quick. All right, but yeah, go ahead.
Called Allstate, and I called them like on say Monday. It was Thanksgiving week. I remember it was Thanksgiving week.
Okay.
And they called me back on Tuesday. Said, "Hey, you want to do a tour of the campus?" So I came, did the tour of the campus. They asked me to come back on Wednesday because they couldn't do it Thursday for us financial aid or whatever right there. So I talked to the financial aid. No, I'm sorry. They got me to come back on Friday because it was Thanksgiving Thursday, obviously. I get there Friday, and it was a little later, and her name was Miss I can't think of her name right now.
She's
Yeah.
a blessing. Whoever she
She's
is.
a blessing. I can't think of her
Thank
name right
goodness
now.
for her.
Miss Sandra.
Miss Sandra. Shout out to
Miss
Miss
Sandra.
Sandra. She came through.
So look, man. So this how God works, man. It's amazing, bro. To me, she tells me on Friday. She said, "Harry, the type of money that you make,
you can't.
you're not going. You're
Can't
going. You're
qualify.
looking at paying $1,000 a month.
It's wild how
Mind
that,
you, I
it's wild
didn't
how
have a
that
job
happens.
anymore, right? I ain't having. She was like, you want to look at pay $1,000 a month because you're not going to get this grant. Like I've never seen nobody get a grant making the kind of money that you're making, right?
Right.
She was just being real. She was like you just can't. Like I don't know what you're going to do.
It's wild
But she
how
said,
that
you know
works.
what? Just bring your tax information tomorrow. She said, I want to work on it a little longer, man. So I got out there. I'm trying not to make this a long story. So I got out there.
Yeah,
I was supposed to meet
good.
her at 12. Met her at 12. She wasn't ready. 12, Miss Sandra didn't come out.
Right.
12:15, Miss Sandra didn't come out. 12:30. So now I'm getting angry, and I'm like, man, what am I still doing here? Because I already know what's going to happen, right?
You already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, in my mind, I already know what's going to happen.
You was already projecting that.
Already
something-
projecting.
You already
'Cause
thinking it ain't
you
gonna
know,
work.
That little guy on your shoulder, the little red guy on your shoulder telling you, you ain't going to do this, you ain't going to do that, right?
You a lie.
Right? So
You a lie.
the Holy Spirit talked to me and said, sit down, relax. What you got to do? What you got to do? Where you going? You ain't going nowhere. Just chill.
Facts.
I chilled.
Gotta calm yourself, man.
Got down there with
Gotta
Miss
be
Sandra.
calm.
Got there with Miss Sandra. And Miss Sandra, she was doing all this typing. She, hey, gave all my paperwork. She was like that, like it was typing. Boom, 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 looking. And then she said, oh my God. And I'm like, oh your God, what? Oh your God, what?
It was a good. Oh my God! It was a bad.
No,
when
she
you
was
heard it, what did you feel?
I'm
when you
thinking
felt
like, what now? Like, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like, what now? You know
it?
what I mean?
Right. You gotta go in optimistic, man. You can't. You
And
know,
basically,
wish for the best.
and basically she said,
Hope for the best, should I say?
hey, I don't know how this happened, but you got a full grant.
That's big.
You got
God
a
is
full
good.
grant. God is good.
And this is for Allstate. The name of the company, I'm this particular
Allstate is the truck. Well,
It's a truck. Allstate truck company.
It's not just Allstate. I mean,
Okay.
it's not just trucking. They do nursing. They do
Okay. I just wanted to make sure we get the company out there. Okay,
It's
yeah.
a whole bunch of stuff.
That's what I wanted
They write
to just make
down
clear.
Bronin Highway, Brainin Highway. I can't remember. It's over east.
Because if somebody's listening to this, maybe they want to go and apply for the same thing for the other opportunities that they got. So I just wanted to put that out there. All state.
Absolutely.
They got a
career
careers.
Career center.
Okay. And so when you got the okay.
I got the okay.
You got the full grant.
And the crazy thing is I got my full grant. And all this is so accelerated. My first class started on Monday. So it had to, all that had to happen within a week. Not even a week. Like a couple days. Like, you know.
That's tough.
And it all worked out. And I went to school and they had me speak at the graduation. And
congrats, man.
And all
congrats, man. Clap it up.
Absolutely, man.
Clap
it's
it up,
amazing, man. Yeah.
They'll say you went through the whole Jimmy Jane and got it done in a year?
Yeah. Yeah, it takes about
and this is
I started in November and I was finished by May.
And this is full CDL.
For my CDL. I got Class A.
So what kind of truck is it? Because I've heard about CDLs, and let's probably dive in just a little bit just to understand people understand what CDLs is and all that. What exactly does that mean for you? What are you able to drive?
Tractor trailer.
What are you able to do? Can you get your own trucking company?
You can get your own trucking company.
Break it down.
You can be an owner operator.
Okay.
You can be an owner operator if you would like to. Me personally, I think it's a good idea to learn the trade first, get out there, and gain experience.
Right.
So when you gain experience, you know what to expect.
Right. That's a big one. And that's dope though. That's good.
Yeah, and then
the setup is major.
Yeah, it's a very lucrative career.
Absolutely.
And your when you got your Class A, now it's different. Like, see, me personally, I could have went to try to get my hazmat. That's like driving around with stuff with like gas and all that.
Oh,
I'm not doing that.
Now that's
I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. Yeah.
You're playing around with your life.
Right. You're playing around.
You say what they throwing gas. What do you say let's say you picked all the trucks. You're gonna pick that damn ice cream truck.
Yeah.
They throwing gas. That was hilarious. Shout out to, Bad Boys. He's a fan of
Bad Boys.
But it's transporting. The stuff that you're gonna transport though is gonna be like what? Like I'm just saying, like, are you working for a specific company?
Yeah. I'm
what
working.
What are you gonna be?
So what I'm gonna do is flatbed. I'm starting with the flatbed. Flatbeds is like you're seeing on the highway. Like those are the ones without the trailer, and they're flatbed.
Okay.
They're the ones that have like different material on it, whether it's drywall, lumber.
The flat. Okay.
Flatbed. That's what I'm.
So you're doing a box? Can you do the box too? You just doing only flatbed?
No, so I can do the trailer too. I can do the trailer.
Okay.
But I chose to do. It's different. You can do the actual trailer. You can do the like box truck is more so like Class B. Like Class B is like truck drive. I mean, I'm sorry, not truck driving. Dumpster truck driving and stuff like that.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah.
Or driving like the MTA bus and stuff like that. Or I think also.
So what class is you?
Class A.
Oh, you Class A, okay.
So I can drive pretty much anything.
Anything. Well, that's dope, yo.
Yeah.
Proud of that, man. That's what's up, yo.
Yeah. But back to Bad Boys though, right?
What about Bad Boys?
That was a good movie.
The last one just came out? I did like the last one just came out, man. Martin was funny.
It was very funny. It was good.
I didn't know what to expect. Of course you expect a Bad Boys theme. Of course, the whole Bad Boys franchise. You know what you're going to get. But I was just talking about, how much Martin was going to be active. I know Will, going to always do his thing. Because I remember, and then how funny it was going to be. I think it was definitely funny. I like the storyline.
Love the storyline.
Love the action. Love the acting. I think they can make. They can make as many they want. We're gonna go see them.
Yeah, it wasn't a lazy. It wasn't because the storyline had a nice twist at the, like it. Not for people that didn't see it, but like it had a nice,
minute, but
nice little twist at the end. Like you sitting there thinking like, oh man, the mother was put in the circumstance, and it's just like, wow. Man, the daughter.
Talk about it though. I mean, like what you were saying, like the storyline. What you did? What did they touched you or something?
At the end, because at the end she had a choice to let go the guy that killed her father.
Oh yeah.
But the guy that killed her father ended up saving her daughter.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, and
you just never know in life, like and of course the guy that
ended up, I thought he was gonna kind of turn on Will. I mean,
Yeah.
and it was good to see them connect and work together.
That's how good the
Their
movie
son,
was.
yeah,
That's
and
his
I
son.
didn't think that we was watching and trying to figure out was they gonna really rock with him, and then
Mhm.
they end up doing it, and then like you
Yeah.
said, she's seen like this is
You
the
coulda
guy,
killed
like
him.
you helping him,
Yeah,
like this is my
This is
son.
the guy
now.
you killed. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and he let him go off into the sunset. Like,
Right.
man, you go ahead, man.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, that was dope. That was
Yeah,
dope.
that was
I
a
wonder where
dope
they gonna
one.
go with it next, because that story is pretty much done. So if they
Mhm.
do another one, they got to start up a whole new story. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man.
And plus, Captain was, they try to frame Captain and all.
Yeah,
that.
it was like
crazy.
it was dope. It was
That
dope.
was crazy. That
It
was
was
crazy.
dope. But he
Shout
was
out to
ahead
them.
of it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Bad Boys, man.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to Bad Boys, man. But I see you got your Ravens on. Like,
I mean, you know what it is, man. Look, we're gonna just go ahead and just say what it is real quick. We're gonna go ahead and address this. We're gonna address this right now. We're gonna make this be known. Opening week. This is football season. New
Ooh.
season. New football season is
Ooh.
coming up. We're gonna do some early. We're gonna do some quick predictions. We're gonna talk about the you know what I mean. Number one, I'm gonna just say this first and foremost. I'm proud of the season. Last year is gone. It's over with. We lost a
Good
tight,
season. Good season, though.
great season. We lost a difficult game that we got out of our character. We're gonna keep it a band. They got us out of our game. We know what happened. We know where we messed up at. They came in there and they won that game. I'm not gonna say we lost it. They won it. They won that game because
I hate to be that guy, though.
they made plays, the plays that we didn't make.
The
I'm gonna just say
referees
that.
held them make plays.
We understand all of that, bro. But I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be sitting here talking about
Yeah.
it was all our fault or
No,
it was the
not all
referees or blame it on them. No, they came in there. They did their job.
no,
They
I
did enough
won't-
to
I
win the
won't say
game.
that.
They didn't
I
make
won't
as
say
many
that.
mistakes as we did.
Yeah, that's when you play the Chiefs. You
Just
can't
like
make no
just like
mistake.
any other great team, you gotta learn how to keep your poise. So enough
Yeah.
with that. Luckily, we playing them again
Mm.
on Thursday night.
Thursday night.
Start the season off. I wouldn't want to
Right.
play no other opponent. So let's go in there, be poised, run the ball with Derrick Henry. Shout out to Derrick Henry. Man.
Derrick Henry. Ooh.
That's gonna be the biggest acquisition I think for this whole football season. That
In the whole
acquisition,
league?
yes.
In
That's
the whole
the best
league?
free. That's going to be the matter of fact. That's going to go down as history as one of the best signings of all time. I'm gonna say that right now on record. I'm saying that right now because what's going to happen is we're going to run the ball.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson's going to have his read option, and we're going to go up top to Mark. We're going to go up top to Likely. We're going to throw it to Zay. We're going to throw it to Bateman. We're going to make plays out the backfield that our offense is going to be really difficult to stop. And then we're going to be able to kick field goals anytime we're in the red zone. So we're going to be in the red zone. You know what's crazy? And I ain't going to say this a habit, but I think we're going to have the least amount of punts this season. I don't think we're going to punt that much. I really don't. I don't think we're going to punt that much. And I'm not saying that we're going I just think we're going to be able to move the ball.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, I believe that first of all, you said the top, so I was thinking about it.
What?
Like Reggie White. We gotta talk.
But
Reggie
that was
White
a great
was one of-
signing.
like,
Yeah,
that
it
was-
came
that
in
was
that's
like
one of those
all
type of
time.
signings.
Like
And
one
that's the
of them
type of
signings.
signing I'm saying.
One of
Like
them,
that one
Randy
signing
Moss
gets
going
you a
to the
chip.
Patriots, going to the Patriots.
But that
Randy
didn't get him a
Moss-
chip, but that was a great
It was
signing
close.
though.
Like,
It's-
you know
they
what
were supposed to get it when I was
I'm
supposed to.
just
They
saying, I'm
lost that
just throwing
game.
something out there.
No,
T.O.,
and that's where I
T.O.
see
to the
it.
Eagles, like
That's how I see it, though. That's
Charles
how I
Haley
see-
to the Dallas Cowboys, like.
But you gotta complete the mission.
Yeah. No,
So
I'm with
if
you.
we
I'm
complete
with
the
you.
mission, then it will go down as one of the best. And I think that, and I
with
know that we will be in position to do that. So yeah, shout out to the Ravens. You already know it's gonna be a great game. Looking forward to the season. Fantasy is crazy. We betting on, we betting and all that now.
Yeah.
We can bet on the, what I mean, there's a lot going on.
Definitely betting.
And we got 4 games this weekend. We got Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, I'm not Saturday.
Football.
My bad. Sunday
College
and Monday.
football? Let's
No,
go.
we got college football. So I'm just saying, Thursday, Friday. We got 2
Mhm.
games Thursday, Friday, and then we got Sunday, of course, and then Monday.
And the Thursday and Friday games are real good games. Like they
are.
like I think the Eagles are
We
gonna
got
be
Eagles
good.
in Green Bay.
I think Green
playing in
Bay's
Brazil.
good. Yeah, they playing in Brazil, and I like I said, I think the Ravens and the Chiefs are like
Big
the top
game.
teams in the AFC.
It's like one of the best opening games I think I've ever seen. Either too. Like I think I've never seen such a great opening game to start a
Yeah.
season.
And I'm telling you, Lamar, man. Like, so let's go back. I know you don't
Talk
want to
your
go back. So in the playoffs,
Yeah, we staying. We staying here
and that playoff game.
because we
This-
gotta get to your Super Bowl. We're
this-
not gonna talk about
this-
that.
now
We're gonna
I'ma
get to that, but let's stay here for a
But
second.
in the playoffs, I'm going to get so the Ravens. To me, if you look, because I look at all 22 tape and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
That interception. I mean that pass that Lamar Jackson. I don't know if you remember it. It happened like maybe early in the first or second quarter. He threw it and it got tipped all the way in the air and he caught it.
Oh yeah, that was a
And he was
amazing
ready.
play.
He was ready to run, right?
That was crazy.
If that I know if ifs were fifths, we would all be drunk.
I've
But
never seen that before in our life.
if that he would have threw an 80-yard touchdown to himself. If y'all go back, whoever's listening, go back to the. I know it hurts, but go back
Would
to
you
the.
think he would have ran it?
He had
was
nobody
almost
in front of
there.
him. He had no one in front of him.
So would you think he just got clipped because he wasn't fast enough?
No, he got the dude dove. That Eric Reed dove. He saved the touchdown.
Yeah, and you said that was Snead, right?
That was no one Snead. I think it was Eric. I think it was Reed. I think it was Reed.
Okay.
No, number 20. I think Eric, listen, he tipped the ball to himself. He caught it, and he was off to the races.
Crazy.
And he just dove. He
Never
just
seen
barely
nothing
got
like
his
it.
foot. You know what I mean? And then the Chiefs are like they're a really good team, but it's lucky plays like Zay Flowers diving into the end zone. That was a touchdown.
Yeah,
but it wasn't but it was
it was there. He was right
there. He was right there.
They made a great play.
Like little things that happen, you got to be the disciplined team. I mean, they got us in the Super Bowl too with the discipline. But I'm back to the Ravens. I think that Lamar Jackson is going to have about like 3,000 yards passing.
Okay.
He's going to have 1,000 yards rushing.
Got the tape.
Say it right here. He going to have about like 10 touchdowns. Like it's crazy if you really think about it. Derrick Henry's going to have 1,000 yards. He's definitely going to have 1,000. He don't need no more than
1,000.
Both of them. Let's just say for the sake of arguments, Derrick Henry has 1,000 yards and Lamar Jackson has 700 yards. That's still 1,700 yards. Rushing. Lamar Jackson, definitely, I think he's going to have about like 8 to 10 touchdowns. Derrick Henry is going to rushing.
Okay.
And Derrick Henry's going to have 10 touchdowns.
Rushing.
Like
easy.
rushing easy with that O-line. And then he's going to put it up in the air. I think that that's going to be a dangerous offense. And the only thing that worries me about the Ravens is them losing their your defensive coordinator.
Oh yeah.
Your defensive
We lost
coordinator
McDonald, Mike McDonald. Yeah, man. We lost a lot of little pieces here, here and there. We lost some offensive linemen, and they've been talking about us. We lost, we also lost our offensive line coach, passed away. Rest in peace to Coach Joe.
R.I.P.
Of course, and then Jacoby, of course, passed away. So we playing for them this year. It's a lot of things that's lining up. It's a lot of things that's lining up. I mean, I'm gonna put this out here because there's a couple of things you got to understand about this season. We lost two of our Ravens. This is 11 years after we won it because we won it in 2000, and then after that 11 years we won it, and then it's another 11 years.
Yeah.
Also, the Super Bowl is in New Orleans, which we've won there before in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
You was wow. You're
49ers.
You're just
like I wasn't there.
Oh, I'm about to say
mentally,
that was nothing. You was there.
No,
I wasn't
there.
But yeah, that was the last time we won it, which is also like it's just some things it just seems a little written on what it looks like this season. And I'm not saying that. I just know that I just knew for sure last year that was our year. I was so like, even before the year started, I knew that the pieces we got. I'm like, yo, this is our season. We had an amazing season. We beat everybody we should have beat besides the Chiefs. Since that year to build on that, now it's like that was it. We needed that to understand how important you got to play in the playoffs in that championship game. So now we should have the poise. Now we should understand what we need to do to make it happen. So Ravens, you already know what it is. So we're gonna get to the actual Super Bowl that happened. Because we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get to this. We're gonna let you say your piece about your team. They've been replaying the Super Bowl, and I've been seeing how easy it was. Not gonna say easy. Let me say this: y'all was pretty much handling that game.
Definitely.
That game was pretty much. When that guy got hurt though, when that guy ran off into the
Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah, when he got hurt, that was big.
Hurts.
I think that was big, and I think that of course, Brock Purdy, played a good game. I don't think he had a bad game at all. I think he played well. I think he played enough to win the game, but he did have a couple plays he probably could have made.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the stuff also was a little political as well, to be honest, yo. I think a lot of calls went their way that shouldn't have went. That went the Chiefs' way, and I saw some holding calls and things like that happened.
It's insane.
So, but I think y'all played well. But honestly, I think that for them to go into overtime and go, what it was, 80 yards, whatever it was, to score that touchdown or that, or you know what, that's what it was. Y'all could have actually let them go first, right? Because the thing is, in the NFL, listen though, in the NFL, in a Super Bowl, you can't go in. There's no tie, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
and plus you
tie.
got to score a touchdown.
Right.
So if y'all would have gave them the ball first and let them go ahead and score, and then it'd be on y'all to score, y'all
Yeah.
can take 4 downs.
Right. Now
That's what
you're
they
right.
pretty much was playing. They was playing like they had 4 downs in their
Right.
pocket.
And yep.
So if you're playing like you got 4 downs in your pocket, then that means that you're going to play your play calling was going to be a little different, especially with Andy Reid. You
Right.
probably shouldn't
Andy
have
Reid is
let
amazing.
him have the ball last.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. No.
So that was a test too,
yeah.
though.
Yeah. So to me, the game shouldn't even been in overtime. Though.
Okay.
So we had 2 key mistakes.
Mm.
We were winning the game 10-0.
Right.
The ball was punted and it hit one of our.
That was bad.
It tipped off of him.
And then y'all they scored.
And why didn't we just Ray McLeod? He could have just dove on the ball.
Mm.
He tries to pick up the ball and run with it.
Mm.
Chiefs get the ball. So now they score a touchdown. Now it's 10-7. So now and then it's like
That was big.
that was real big. Like you give him the ball, like you give Patrick Mahomes the ball at like the 20.
You can't have
Like, what are
mistakes
we
against
doing,
that team.
bro?
Too many mistakes.
And then we the block extra point.
Yeah, that happened.
That block extra point that got us. And then also these breakdowns on the offensive line, man. Like if you again the all 22. If you go to the all 22, Brock Purdy's last his last pass in the Super Bowl, Brandon Ayuk was wide open for a touchdown.
I did see that
but
too.
he
didn't
didn't have time.
He was getting rushed. He was getting rushed.
Chris Jones. In both our Super Bowls, Chris Jones ruined our Super Bowl. I know Patrick Mahomes get all the credit, but in both of the Super Bowls that we lost against the Chiefs, Chris Jones ruined our Super Bowl. Like he just was blowing up. He balled out.
Wow.
He balled out. Bosa was getting held the entire game. He was getting the like it was crazy.
Game?
The entire game, Bosa.
It's crazy how you watch that happen and you're like, man, why they not calling this?
Right.
Like,
right.
you gotta call these
You
calls.
gotta call.
And with them, I ain't gonna lie, with them,
Right.
it happens more than you would expect, though.
Right.
Like every time you get a champion and they, be a favorite.
Yeah.
I mean, but they impose their will, so you can't really be mad at them because that's just what the referees see.
Yeah.
They see that favorite because they see that team playing at that level, so they get favorable calls. But I feel you, man. There's a lot of stuff that was happening in that game that they get a lot of favorable calls.
Yeah, and it's the Chiefs are the most penalized. They've been the most penalized team during the season as far as holding calls. They haven't. In the entire Super Bowl, every Super Bowl they played, they have never been called for one holding call.
And that's really crazy because they make sure, and they just trying to protect Pat. So what they're in their mind, they looking like we don't care. We just gonna make sure they don't tackle him.
Right.
So they're gonna do whatever they got to do to make sure that he don't get hit because they know if they give him enough time, he's gonna find somebody.
Because he's good enough. Like he don't need their help from the referee.
And the holding call is only 5 yards?
10 yards, but
10. Yeah. So it's like, why not hold?
Yeah, it's insane, man. It's insane, but no crying over. So I think that, as far as the predictions, I have
What you got?
my sleeper team.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna sleep.
So I got 2 sleeper teams in the NFC one in the NFC and one in the AFC.
Okay.
My sleeper team in the NFC is the Chicago Bears.
Oh, now you're going with the Bears this year? Okay.
I think the Bears are going to do some things this year.
Okay.
I think they're going to be very,
they
very
got a very
dangerous.
talented team, especially with the number 1 pick, and they got a lot of people around them.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say sleeper pick, how far? What's going on?
I think they make the playoffs. I think the Bears make the playoffs. I think they win 9 to 10 games, maybe win a division, but I don't know if they win a division. Yeah, they might. I might have to place future bets for that. They might win that they might win that division.
Okay. And that wouldn't be a bad pick for them to win that division. Possibly go to
Detroit. They got Detroit in there. They got Green Bay. I think the Bears are going to be an issue.
Okay.
And then I got 2 in the AFC. Well, that's not a sleeper. The Falcons are not a sleeper, but I think the Falcons are going to win.
I would call them I would say.
Okay. So that's 2.
I wouldn't say that people would be picking them to win. I mean, I think people probably are picking them to probably win it because they got,
they're going to
Kirk
win that
Cousins.
division. Kirk Cousins.
But yeah, I mean, they are a little sleeper. I got a little sleeper.
In the NFC?
NFC. We go NFC.
Okay.
For some reason, I think the Washington Commanders
right. I'm on it.
might be a lot better than people expect.
I
think they're going to challenge. Not saying they might challenge for the division, but I think they're going to be causing some havoc for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And the Eagles.
They might finish in front of Dallas.
if they get a little thing going with that young boy Jaden Daniels and he start playing well,
They got some talent.
that's his
on that
name, right?
team.
Let me make sure that's right.
Jalen Daniels.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. If he
Them
start
LSU
playing well
quarterbacks.
and he does his thing, Shorty might might turn it. And plus, they got rid of their owner, so it's like they have a new energy.
It's a new energy.
Then when you get a new energy, a new owner, and people start, you be surprised. Like, they whole franchise just might change.
Yeah.
Just like how, and I'm saying Jerry should leave or whatever, but let's say Jerry would step down or he wasn't be as vocal,
Right.
and they would get another, coach that really like maybe get some discipline in there.
Yeah.
Cowboys might be one of the best teams,
They
but
might be.
ownership is important, man. Coaching
is.
is important, but that's setting that tone for that franchise, for that Washington franchise. I think it'd be big for them. So yeah, that's my NFC sleeper. And you say your AFC?
I got 2 AFCs. So I think the Indianapolis Colts
Okay.
with Anthony Richardson, I think they're going to be good. They might even challenge for that division. Houston. And I feel like the Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to be good.
I mean, I do think they're going to be competitive for sure.
I think they're going to be good.
And I think Jim, of course, is going to make a big difference.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh, of course, is going to make a big difference. They're going to pretty much the West Coast Ravens at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
they run.
You got Gus. You got Ron. You brought
J.K. Dobbins. You
brought Greg Roman back. You got J.K. Dobbins. You got Gus Edwards. You didn't pretty much brought.
They got a really good quarterback, man.
I see them too. I would say, if I was to say a sleeper, I would say they would also be my sleeper to challenge, at least challenge that AFC West for the Chiefs to make it at least a little competitive, because that division hasn't been competitive
for a long time
for them. They've been dominating the division.
I think the Chiefs, man, they record against the AFC.
Oh yeah, they don't
West
lose.
Is like ridiculous, bro.
They don't lose. They don't lose. So yeah, that sounds like a move. I like them. I like them picks. So yeah, Super Bowl.
Come on, man. Come on.
We're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back in New Orleans. Niners against the Ravens again in New Orleans.
We're gonna switch it up.
You gonna do that?
Listen, but if that happens, man, I go to the Super Bowl. Listen, man, I'm going to. I'm going to the Super Bowl.
Let's get it. Book it.
Gotta go down there. We book it.
Book it. We be there. We going to the Super Bowl. If the Ravens and the 49ers make the Super Bowl, we are going down there. Transparency Podcast gonna be there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
So what you think, man? What else? Anything else before we wrap it up? What you got?
So MVP. I'm thinking,
you gonna go MVP?
MVP of the season
of the league? Okay.
Well, I guess teams. So teams. So I think that my playoff teams are obviously in the NFC. San Francisco. I think San Francisco. I think the Lions, and I think the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay. They win that division, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Eagles win that division. The 3 playoff teams, I think, is the Bears. I think the LA Rams.
That's like 5 right there.
And then
7.
And then there's one more.
You got 7 in each division.
I guess I'm gonna have to go.
Each conference, my bad.
So the Rams, and then I guess I just can't see the Cowboys not making the playoffs. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
You didn't say Green Bay.
But the Commanders. Did I say Green Bay?
No, you got.
Hold on. So
you got the Lions and
so again, the Lions,
the
Niners, the Niners, the Falcons, and then the Eagles, and then I said the Bears, right? I said the Bears. It got to be 8 teams, right? The Bears,
7.
The Bears, and then I said the Rams. Yeah, and then because one get that first round bye.
Yeah, so it's one team get a bye.
Yeah, Dallas or Green Bay.
Okay.
I'm going with Dallas. Dallas always in there. They always in there, man.
After Green Bay smacked them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dallas. And then in the AFC, I got so listen. Dang, I forgot about the Steelers. The Steelers are sleeper too.
I mean, come on, man.
Steelers going. Listen, man. I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. All right, so.
Are you serious?
So the Ravens. I think the Ravens win the division. I think Houston wins that division.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs win that division. I think who was it? The West. Did I say the West? Did I say the East? Oh, I think Buffalo. So Buffalo wins that division.
Right.
Buffalo wins that division, and I'm gonna go with Miami. I'm gonna go with Miami. Let me see, Miami. I said the
AFC
Chargers.
South. You said Indianapolis.
I said the Colts.
The Colts. Yeah, that's
and the
that's
Chargers. I'm
7.
gonna go with the Chargers.
Yeah.
8 teams. I'm gonna go with the
Well,
Chargers.
7. It's 7 because it's 1 and it's 6.
It's a division
It's
winner.
6 and then it's 1.
But remember, it's the number 1 seed, and then it's like
Then it's 6 teams. So it's 7. It's a
is it
division.
7 or 8?
They broke it down to a division win. I mean,
4. So
a
it's 4
number 1
divisions.
seed for each conference, and then
Right.
then you got
4.
2 and 2. Then you got 2 teams play 2 teams play 2 teams.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It's
Yeah.
7.
But I mean, everything you said, I kind of like echo. I don't really see anything outside of some of those.
Steelers.
I'm not, I think that, of course, we'll win a division. You got, the AFC South may not make it a team. You got Houston. You didn't say Houston. I think, you did say Houston.
Yeah,
My bad. Houston winning it, doing their division. You got the Colts. You got the Chargers. Going to probably make a wild card spot. The Chiefs will win their division. I think the Browns might make a major
Browns
step.
talented though, man.
I think they might make it a little bit before Cincinnati. Not saying they're gonna battle it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be difficult, but yeah, I think they might get a spot. Yeah, and then of course you got the Bills.
That's my MVP, Josh Allen.
You got the Bills. They're
He
gonna
gonna win
probably
MVP.
That's your
My
MVP.
lord. That's my MVP.
Oh, wow.
Josh Allen.
Oh wow.
Josh Allen. Mark
see
my
about
words. Where we at? Josh Allen.
So what if
Number 17.
Lamar win it again? How about that? But yeah, let's keep it pushing.
Yeah.
But the NFC, yeah, man. I think the Green Bay Packers. I think the Commanders might sneak in there. I think Atlanta get their division, and of course we got Green Bay. I think they get a spot, and you got Dallas. I think Dallas will probably get a spot, and then you got the Rams. Don't forget about the Rams.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Rams, man. Rams
The
always there.
Don't forget
They
about
always
the
there.
Rams. And then that's pretty much it. I don't think it's gonna be that many surprises when it comes to this league because when it comes down to the come down. We know what happens.
Same teams there.
Nah, yeah, it's
Chiefs
just
versus 49ers.
some-
All the time say no joke.
I can't see that no more. I'm sorry. They cannot play again in the Super Bowl. That
Yeah.
is not going to happen. I guarantee though. I guarantee it. It's going to be 2 different teams for sure in the Super Bowl next year. Oh,
think so,
because
this
I'm actually. That's right. I just said it might be you. If y'all make
Yeah.
it.
I think we gonna,
If y'all make
man,
it.
listen, we're always in the NFC Championship.
Y'all, man, y'all there like every season, man.
we there
Somebody
all the
coming
time.
for y'all. Somebody coming for y'all.
Somebody
But
might.
I think it's gonna be 2 different teams in the Super Bowl this year for sure. I'm gonna just have to put that out there. But if we make it, we going. So just to make sure,
Yeah.
if they
Definitely
make it,
going.
we going.
Definitely going.
But yeah, man. Anything else, man? What you do? What you want before we wrap up, man? I mean, what you got? Anything else that you wanna let the people know about the podcast?
Man, listen, the podcast is going to come.
Mm-hmm.
We're back at it. We're back and better than ever. We're going to be here bringing you nothing but greatness, great content all the time.
Facts.
Listen, man, I know y'all been looking at our old YouTube videos and things like that, and it's good stuff. It's really, really good stuff. But, man, we done went through some things. Some
We
things
back
that
better than
happened.
ever, man. You gotta
Testimonies.
You gotta go through life,
marriages, relationships, ups, downs.
and we gonna break it down.
And
We
you
gonna
know,
get into it.
we give nothing but the real. We give nothing but the real. So be prepared for
We
it.
back.
We back. We back.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Sign out. You know what you gotta do, man. What's your,
So
what
I
we
hope. You good?
no, go
So I
ahead.
hope.
You know what it is.
We back, man. So I hope you love this podcast. Please like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Big O. Got my guy Moody here.
You already know, man.
Already snow.
You already know, man.
And this is the Transparency Podcast.
Let's get it. Yeah. Yeah.